Right, my friends, in today's vlog, I've got an interesting one for you here because I'm at Holker IT in Burnley, or is it Burnley?
It's Burnley.
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 Right, we've got Tom here, we've got Matthew here. Now, Tom, you've actually got the new Renault Megane EV all electric.
Yeah.
And I have to say, by the way, I test drove the Renault 5 all electric.
Oh, yeah, brilliant, aren't they?
I was very impressed. Renault have got the design right there. In fact, I think that a lot of EV manufacturers should actually get the Renault designers and poach them, especially Ford, with your Ford Crappy. Is that what it is?
The Capri.
The Capri?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a Capri.
It's basically a Volkswagen,
A
isn't it?
Capri? Yeah, you can't go through. The Capri was like the old professionals where you change down and they're racing through and they're going through, driving through empty boxes. That's what the Capri was about. Not this big box thing. That
I'm not
just...
old enough to remember the Capri, Lee.
You're not old enough.
Not old enough, unfortunately.
You've never lived. Anyway, why we're here, you've had an email
I have.
and you've bought your Renault, and Renault have been hacked. And it's not a joke.
No.
It's not clickbait.
No.
So that leaves it. Well, don't read it yet. We have to create intrigue. We create intrigue.
And you say it's not just Renault what have been hacked, they've actually compromised.
They've compromised your personal data.
Yeah. And
So-
the car.
And the car.
Sensitive details on the physical car.
On the physical car. So that leaves us with all these modern cars and EVs. You buy an EV and then you get hacked. That's not good.
No.
Because they've even got your VIN number as well.
Yeah, they've got
which is
everything.
not ideal. They've got everything basically. So we're going to go into that. We're going to read you the email. We're also going to take a look at the Renault because I have to say, I'm going to say, dare I say it, it's a nice looking car.
Is the Leaf standard?
I don't know whether it's not a Nissan Leaf.
Oh,
Is
it's
it?
not. Oh, no.
There you go. It actually looks a very nice car. If you are new to the channel, do me a favour, hit the subscribe button, share this video, and let's show the world that if you buy an electric car, you could have all your details sent out there into the universe, even with your VIN number. So, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, okay, so let's go into this. So you've received a letter, this is from Renault.
Yeah, direct from them.
Okay, dear Tom, it's like points of view, isn't it? Dear Tom, we are very sorry to inform you about a cyber attack on one of our third-party providers, leading to some Renault UK customers' personal data being taken from one of their systems. The third-party provider established that your data was included, which means the attackers have access to some or all of your following information: first name and surname,
Yeah.
gender, phone number, email address, postal address.
Yeah.
Got your postal address as
Yeah.
well. Vehicle identification number, so they've got his VIN number, and your vehicle registration number. We do not hold any financial details for you, so no bank details formed part of the cyber attack yet. What measures are we taking? The third party has confirmed that this was an isolated incident. They always say that.
They always say,
That's an isolated
That's
incident.
all right, isn't it?
Yeah. Hang on, when you say isolated, does that mean to 42 billion instead of 56 billion? It's just isolated.
even this line, it's like we don't hold bank details. So they're kind of saying it's okay.
So yeah,
It's
we
not
don't.
okay,
it's
is
not
it?
right, yeah.
It's disgraceful.
Which has now been contained and removed. We are working closely with them to ensure that all appropriate actions are being taken, and we have notified all relevant authorities. So you buy an electric
I think
car.
there's
You bought an electric car, and you've had all your details, Nick.
Basically, yeah.
Right, I'm going to ask you, we're going to get in the car, we're going to have a little drive in the Renault Megane, isn't it?
Yeah.
I did have a Renault Megane, and what we're going to do, is there some more?
It even tells you, yeah, what you should do.
Oh, what you should do?
What you should do.
Oh, hang on, there's more. It is important to note that the data was taken from a third-party provider. It wasn't us, it was a third-party provider. It wasn't us, and that none of our systems have been compromised. That's okay then.
Well, that's fine then, isn't it?
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
that's
Yes,
brilliant.
yeah. What you should do. Be cautious if any unsolicited requests for personal information, especially requests made by email or phone. You should never share your passwords online or on the phone. Renault UK will never ask you for this information. They don't need to, they can just give it away. So accessing your information. If you have any questions regarding your data, please visit our privacy policy. Right, yeah, I mean, that's basically it's going to cover it anyway. They're going to say it's not our fault if anybody, you know.
Not our responsibility.
This is funny. Sorry,
You can't make it up,
I
can
shouldn't
you?
laugh. Data privacy is of the utmost importance to us. We deeply regret that this has occurred and wish to apologise again.
And what the letter doesn't tell you is that since his data's been compromised,
Yeah.
he's been getting text messages on his phone telling him his car's not taxed and he needs to click on a link to tax his car.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
2 texts so far.
Two
I haven't
texts.
got that email on the 3rd of October, I think it was.
You're joking, so
No.
you've had 2 texts already?
Yeah.
This is absolutely crazy.
It's shocking, isn't it, really?
So this is where we're at. If you buy an EV or an electric car, your data can be compromised because all electric cars, and I'm going to put it out here as well, even some modern petrol cars as well, are linked to the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anything's linked to the internet, it can be, as a software, you're a software engineer,
Yeah.
right? Is any software unhackable?
No, if it's on a computer, it's not safe. At some point, someone could hack it.
Even Apple?
Yeah. Everything's hackable.
It's absolutely crazy. So let's go for a drive.
Yeah.
I did actually do a shot of the windscreen and it got his VIN number in, so I deleted that one. But then you said, don't matter anyway, because it's out there.
It's in the public domain anyway.
Let's get in the car and go for a drive.
We're going to go and test drive the Renault. We're going to see if it's safe to get in, see if the hackers are watching us. No, where's the handle? No, it's here.
There's the handle.
I was checking there's no cyber criminals hiding inside. Is it safe to come in, Tom?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Right, let's go. Let's test it. Oh, it's got an airbag. We're all right.
Wait for me! Hang on, wait for me! So, how do you feel about having your data breached and all your details out there?
It's one. I think if it was just name and email address, I wouldn't be as bothered because I'm pretty sure most of us have had our names and email addresses leaked. But it's the VIN number and the reg plate and the postal address that worry me more than anything, because I don't really know what you can do with a VIN number, but I'm assuming it's probably not anything good. But yeah, I'm a bit concerned, and the fact that Renault haven't really offered to do anything is probably the bit that's more disappointing than anything. An apology doesn't really help me. I've not really got any new data protection or anything, because it happened to me years ago where a different company got it, but they signed you up to a thing where you could check nothing was being put against like your credit score or anything like that, whereas Renault have kind of just gone, sorry, but it wasn't us, it was somebody else, you'll be fine. They haven't
That's in
got
the
your bank
blame.
details. Yeah, exactly.
Have you been in touch with Renault, or
I haven't yet, because I literally just got back from holiday on Saturday, so
you were greeted with that?
I was greeted
Well,
with
did
that.
they send you an email and not a physical letter out then?
Yeah, and you know, they clearly have my physical address because they've managed to leak it, but no, just an email.
You'd think though that they would actually send a physical letter out to you, because sending an email, I'm always wary about emails and, oh, is the email real, is this
Yeah.
a fake email, is it spam, etc. You never kind of know. So what's the next steps that you're going to take?
I'm going to get in touch with them really and try and find out exactly what's been leaked, because it gives you this list but it doesn't say this has definitely been leaked and what their steps are really, because they've not told me what they're doing. They've said it's an isolated incident and they've said that, you know, we'll make sure it doesn't happen again, but how are they going to make sure it happens again? What other third parties are they using? Did I agree for that third party to have my data? I think is a key thing, because as far as I was aware, it was only going to Renault and Google. So it'd be good to know where that data's gone.
This car is the same as the Renault 5. It's actually Google operating system.
Yeah,
that it
exactly.
runs on, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
it was
it.
actually, I have to say, in Renault's defence there with the software, they use Google on it, and it does make great sense. In fact, I've got Matthew in the back there. Matthew, what do you reckon to actually, if Porsche used the Google operating system on their car, I think it'd be a great idea.
Yeah, again, it goes back to us that does Porsche really have enough money and resources to compete against companies like Google and Microsoft and Apple?
But why
developing software?
But why compete? Why not just say, look, Apple, Google, write the software for our cars, and then they'll build the cars around it. So, are you happy with the car other than that?
Yeah, do you know what? It's my first full EV, and it is genuinely a brilliant car to drive. It's the first sort of shift to electric, but I've really enjoyed it. It's been really good.
Would you go back to petrol?
I think for a weekend car, I'd take a petrol car.
Yeah.
But for day to day, it's been really good. To be fair, I've enjoyed it.
What kind of range are you getting on it?
Without getting on a motorway, about 240, 250.
Yeah.
With the motorway, it's probably about 200 at the minute. But I've only had it since April, so we'll see.
Do you charge it at home?
Charge it at home, yeah.
Cost-wise for charging, do you have some network, some tariff or whatever?
Yeah, so I'm on the Octopus Energy tariff. So I think it cost me at the minute about £6.20 for a full charge from sort of 10% to
200 odd miles for £6.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Right, come on, onwards. So you mentioned earlier on that you'd had a couple of text messages since this had happened. What are them? What were them messages, and who were they from?
It was just from a mobile number, and it literally says your tax is due for renewal on your reg, and then it puts my reg number in, and then it gives you a link to basically click it. I assume it goes to a payment link because I haven't clicked it. But obviously, I'm well aware that this doesn't need taxing yet. But if it was a slightly older car, it would probably look pretty realistic.
And people would go in and tax it.
Yeah, they'd go in,
Put
pay
the money in.
and the car won't be taxed, and they've just wasted X amount of money on taxing it when it doesn't need it. So it's easy to fall for, isn't it? If you're aware of what you should be looking out for with them sort of messages, it's easy enough to spot them. But if you don't know, and if some people don't know.
Well, you're a software guy, so you're gonna know. But for people that aren't, and you've got older people as well, they're gonna just go online and think, oh, I've got to do it, and end up getting scammed.
Yeah, exactly.
Papa, Nicole stole my data again. That was the old Renault Clio one, wasn't it? Papa, Nicole, what happened to all them adverts, eh? Back in the day, when things were a lot simpler, when they couldn't steal your data because it was a car with 4 wheels, a steering wheel, an engine, and a whole lot of fun. Now, it's taken away all the fun, hasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, that's the most frustrating thing. It is still a little bit of a fun car to drive, but how do I know that it's not just going to turn itself off at any point?
We have an interesting point, which we are going to bring up when we get back and park this car up, about the VIN number, because there's one huge question here, and some people might be able to answer this. So let's get back and park this up. Vavavoom. What's it done?
You are?
It's been French.
It's just locking itself.
Locking it. Does it have to make a noise when it locks itself?
You can turn it off, but...
Thing is, can you turn it on?
Well, yeah.
Right, now then, being serious for a moment. So, this third-party company has your VIN number, right? So the big question is, and somebody out there might be able to answer this, when you have an app for the car, don't you?
Yeah.
Every car now has an app, obviously. So with you having an app, you link your app with your VIN number to the car.
Yeah.
So if they've got your VIN number and your license plate and your email address, right, is there a way, I'm not saying there is, but is there a way, well, you're software people, is there a way that they could access your car and switch it on, switch it off, unlock it?
Yeah.
Is there a way to do that? Would they technically be able to do that? If they'd probably need your password, I guess, wouldn't they?
You could reset that.
They
Get in and reset it, because they've got your email address, your date of birth, your details.
Yeah.
So if you're not running MFA or it's weak, you could theoretically reset it and get in. I mean, it all depends on what's been compromised. What that doesn't tell you
is
who's been compromised and what's been compromised.
And what third party.
And what third party. And it does depend. When you do the activation of the VIN number, do you have to go and select something on the car, or does it automatically just activate?
You do have to do it on the screen as well.
So you'd have to activate on the screen.
Right.
But there's no reason saying that actually someone could overrule that at some point.
Well, yeah, because if I log out of my app, I can log back into my app now.
Yeah.
So if you downloaded the Renault app and just put my email address and
You could log
password
in.
in, you'd have access.
And then
to
you
it.
know where the car were.
Yeah. And you could unlock it.
And then you could unlock it, or you could, come borrow a set of wheels off it, or whatever you might need. It's poor, isn't it, really?
It is, but it's not just Renault, to be fair.
No, it's not, no.
Every car, and I'm going to say it's not just electric cars, it's
Modern cars.
modern cars that have these computer systems on board
Yeah.
and have your apps linked to it, etc. It leaves yourself wide open to be hacked for all the information out there. So,
But you're a victim of crime, aren't you, effectively?
yeah.
And you just get a letter, which is heartless, saying, thanks very much, see you later.
Yeah. Because if someone theoretically can get in the car and drives it off, what do Renault then do? Do they take that responsibility?
Not us, it's our third party that's the problem.
But what would insurance companies do? Who would they blame?
Well, exactly. It leaves a whole world of questions out there about it. So,
And the chances are it's a Renault, so it might break down before it gets anywhere far anyway. Not French, but we don't know.
I haven't said that. I actually think I've had Renaults. I've had Renault Lagunas, I've had Renault Clios, and I've had Renault Meganes, and I like Renaults. And to be fair, I don't think I've ever had any problems with them. I've had more problems with my Porsche than I have a Renault, to be fair. So, right, thank you for watching. So, you're not happy about it.
No.
I'm taking it, you're going to go back to Renault now and say what are you going to do?
What's going to happen,
And what's going to happen now. I mean, it's out there, so there's not really anything you can do about it. Once it's gone, it's...
But I want to know is where the data's gone, because as far as I'm aware, it probably is in the small print somewhere, but I don't know who that third party is and who they've given my data to, and have I agreed to give them my data.
I think it's poor they've not signed you up to a service to check.
Yeah.
So normally, in this instance, they sign you up to like a
The
crawl service or Experian, and they've been notifying you of any changes to your credit files. They should be at least doing something for you.
I can, and this is not sponsored by the way, but they do sponsor me on other videos. I can suggest Incogni, and then what they'll do is they basically delete all your data from anywhere. So
yeah,
so there is
go.
that. And I'm not. This one's not sponsored by them, but there we go. but I have got that, and they take all my data away, but out there. But it does leave you in that compromising position. So hopefully you get that sorted out. Thanks very much. Hopefully you have many miles of pleasurable driving. I did say though, it was like I said, would you go back to? Is it more pleasurable driving a petrol car?
I would say so. Yeah, it's the missing of the noise. Like it's still got that little bit of oomph to get going, but there's just no noise. I don't like the fact that you can't hear the engine.
Sounds
That's
like a washing machine.
Yeah, exactly. Just that hum. I want to hear a proper petrol engine make that noise and roar and rev. But
They're like driving a Casio calculator on wheels, aren't they?
I suppose there's one.
All the buttons, all the gadgets, and it gives you the answer you want. But actually, is it fun?
Yeah.
No.
Yours now, actually, it's out of date. Yours is
Mine don't
driving-
work. Yeah, mine don't work
yours is
anymore.
Windows version 1, I think.
Windows 3.1.
3.1.
We've gone backwards. Yeah, have to go on firmware.
I've got the latest iPhone, but it hasn't that horrible orange colour.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress here. So thanks for watching, and tell us what you think in the description, in the comments down below. Tell us what you think. Should cars be linked to data? Should cars be linked to an app? Should we be out there on a database? Let us know in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share this video far and wide, and let's get this message out there and show people what is actually happening in this modern motoring world. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you later.
Action.
That's a fail, isn't it? The car didn't unlock.